Hey guys, I'm back with some updates for the channel. Of course, we're joined by my good friend and co-host of the channel updates, Gimli, here. But yeah, I just got back from my field exercise that I was telling you all about. Wasn't able to really interact on the channel while I was gone. I didn't have my phone, no internet, nothing. But yeah, as you can tell, I'm a little bit tired. I've been up since about before 5 a.m. This morning, so definitely a bit tired. Haven't really been able to get back to working on the Art of War series, but I will be getting back on that as soon as I can tomorrow. Besides that, yeah, it was a good field exercise. Learn a lot of new things about my job. We were out in the rain a little bit for pretty much all of Sunday, and then a good bit of Monday. We were out in the rain, but luckily most of the work we did was kind of out of a tent. So the only time you really got wet was going to the bathroom or like walking between the sleeping area and so on and so forth. And then of course I had my vortex. I don't even know what the hell. Cortex vortex, which is basically like a poncho, rain resistant type thing. It was cold out there though. Oh my goodness, especially at night. So I was working the day shift, so of course I was going to bed at night, and it was cold in there. I had my sleeping bag, but like unless you were completely submerged in the sleeping bag, it was way too cold. But while I was out there, I didn't really have a lot of time to myself, but in the free time I did have, I was reading a little bit of Plato's Republic, writing down some notes regarding it, writing down some notes for future video ideas, future books I want to read, so on and so forth. So that's kind of what I've been doing. Obviously, the current topics of videos that we're doing right now are the Art of War, but there's a lot of other stuff I have planned as well. I think I've mentioned to some people on the Discord server, maybe even here, that I'm also in the process of reading Thus Spoke the Zarathustra by Nietzsche, so hopefully I can get some good content regarding him as well. Now, some exciting news for the channel. We have officially got the minimum. We've surpassed the minimum amount of hours necessary to monetize the channel. Now, I've had the minimum amount of subscribers for quite some time, but I was just right there in terms of how many hours I needed, and from the time that I was gone and then coming back today, saw that we surpassed the minimum amount of hours significantly. Now, the monetization process on YouTube does take a little bit of time. It's going to be a little over a month, so it will be a while, but it's some exciting news for me at least, and I obviously couldn't have done it without all your guys' help with supporting the channel, watching the videos, subscribing, all that good stuff. So I'm thankful to all of you guys, obviously, for contributing that way. But I just want to make a quick video, give a little update where things are at right now. Things are good. Like I said, I'm really tired, but I got a lot of good training in this weekend. It was a fun time. Brandon was there, the co-host for the podcast. In terms of anybody else, that's Dick, who was on the Bruce Lee episode of the podcast, was also there. So we had a good amount of the Warrior Philosopher team out on that field exercise as well. It was a lot of fun, tiring, but I'm happy to be back. This was the longest I've been away from Gimli, my dog. My friend JP, who I've mentioned is going to be working with us in the future. He watched him for the weekend, which I'm thankful to him for. But like I said, it's the longest I've been away from Gimli, so it was good to be back and see him. It's good to be back in normal house, warm. I ordered Chinese food today, and we were eating MREs out in the field. If you don't know what MRE is, it's basically the food you have in the military when you don't have access to like fresh food. It's basically like it's a little packet, and within the packet it'll have like some snacks like M&Ms or trail mix, even peanut butter and jelly, and then it has a main meal which consists of, for example, one of the MREs I have just discovered this weekend that I had never seen before. It was called Italian sausage, and it's actually pretty good. So with MREs, you can eat them cold if you want to, but they taste horrible if you eat them cold. So what you do is you have this little like water heater thing. It's like a little packet, and if you pour just a little bit of water, it heats it up, and then you put your main meal bag into that little packet, and it'll warm it up. And it's not too bad, but obviously it doesn't beat real fresh meals. My first meal after coming back from that was Cane's, which is a fried chicken place, for all of you who don't know. It was excellent, and it's funny because I had Cane's right before I left for the field exercise too, and it tasted a lot better coming back from the field exercise, both because I think they cooked the chicken better today, and also a few days of just eating MREs and being cold and a little bit miserable kind of makes things taste better, I guess. But it was a good time. I don't know if you can tell, I have a little bit of scruffiness on my face. I wasn't shaving. Like I usually have to shave every day, but while I was out there, like I said, it was really cold, and I hate shaving. I always seem to cut myself, especially if it's cold out and I don't have like hot water to soften it up. So I didn't shave at all while I was out there. But it's great to be back in civilization. I have my green tea here. When JP was here, he didn't do any of the dishes, so I had to use the paper cup. But yeah, I know you guys have been waiting for the Art of War videos, and I've been behind with that, but like I said, it's been really busy recently with work. I'm super tired today. I've just been kind of resting and relaxing, but I don't really have work, or the work I have for the rest of the week is pretty minimal, and then I'll be on my Christmas break for about 2 weeks, starting at the end of this weekend on Sunday. So I'll have plenty of time. I'm going to be going back home to San Jose and spending some time with family, and it'll give me plenty of time to work on videos and just put out some more content. I just want to make this video just kind of give a little update. I like giving updates, and usually with these videos, it's not that I script them, but I'll do like multiple little takes. But so far, I've seemed to kind of just been able to do this in one go, which is nice. I'm trying to get better at just kind of flowing with talking, especially with podcasts, right? There's no script. You're just kind of having conversations, and I'm trying to get better at speaking without putting in filler words like or or right, like I just did it there. I'm just trying to get better talking without a script, talking free flowing, and yeah. But I don't really know what else I have to talk about right now besides the video ideas we have planned out. The Art of War. Like I said, I was The Republic, which is by Plato, it's definitely a difficult book to read. So I'd force myself to read a certain amount when I had free time when I was out there, because no phone, so no distractions. But that's a hard book to read. So I was reading a little bit of that. Like I said, I'm going to be reading Thus Spoke Zarathustra. That's kind of what I'm reading right now, I guess. Also, I got to find a new fun book to read. I try to read simultaneously. I'm reading a hard book and a fun book. And one of my favorite movies, actually my favorite movie of all time, is Fight Club. And I read the book for Fight Club a while back, but it's been a while, so maybe I'll pick that up as my fun book. I'm also thinking about reading Musashi by, let me look up who wrote that really quick. There's a fictional account of Musashi's life by, I might butcher this name, it's Eiji Yoshikawa, and that's just a fictional account of Miyamoto Musashi's life. I'm thinking about getting that as my for fun book, especially since this channel was really built upon Musashi and his works. When you think about it, the top 3 most viewed videos are all about Musashi, and that's kind of what has brought a lot of you guys to the channel. I know you guys like that content, so maybe I'll even do a little video about that at some point. But yeah, those are some things I want to get into. A lot of books I really want to go through, but I don't have much time with work. I haven't had much time with work recently, but with this break I'm going to try to get through as many books as possible and then start working on content relating to those books. Obviously, I got to get the Art of War books out, or Art of War videos out, and then we'll be going from there. I also finished reading Meditations again recently, I think it was either last week or the week before that, so a video about meditations will be next on the itinerary after the Art of War. And yeah, like I said, I just want to do a quick update video. Been gone for a little bit, and I like to stay connected with you guys, stay active. Once again, I encourage all of you to check out the Discord. I'd love to talk to you guys on there and just hear your thoughts on things, whether it's relating to topics the videos are about or anything really. And I know a lot of you guys have found the Dakota video because you're struggling with something. You know, obviously I struggle with a lot of things myself too, but I still would like to help you guys to whatever capacity I can help you guys. You know, I'm not perfect, obviously. I have a lot of imperfections myself, and part of making these videos is trying to fill in those gaps, but nevertheless I'll do my best to help out and talk to you guys about whatever's going on. So yeah, reach out to someone, and if you don't have a friend or a family member reach out to me. You know, I'm happy to help. But yeah, that's kind of what's going on right now. If I have any more updates, I'll talk about them. I'm going to try to start posting more to my other channel, my kind of throwaway channel, where I just, where it's kind of more open-ended, because I do like to just talk like this about random stuff without feeling that I need to sift through it and make a perfect script for a perfect video. So that'll be something I'll be doing more of. If you're into football, I've been planning on making a video about the 49ers current starting quarterback Brock Purdy. He's a player I've been big on since he came out of college. He was the last pick of the NFL draft. I don't know how many of you watch football, but I've been like predicting that this kid was going to be like the next big thing, and recently he's got his opportunity. He's been balling out, and there was no expectations about this guy, so I think it's kind of fun that I kind of was like talking about him way back when, so I kind of want to make a video about him at some point, maybe on my throwaway channel, maybe here, I don't know. But anyway, life is good, and I'm blessed to have the opportunities I do, and yeah, things are good. I don't really have to work too much tomorrow. I just have a platoon breakfast with my coworkers, and then a company Christmas party. So things are looking pretty easy for the next few days, so I should be able to get some content out, maybe even before this weekend, hopefully. But yeah, Gimli, come here. Do you have anything to say before we go? Do you have anything to say? Here, look at the camera. Do you have anything to say to them? Nothing? Nothing to say to the fine audience? Okay. We'll say it together. Look at the camera. Look. This is the Warrior Philosopher building the foundations of the Warrior Philosophy. I'll see y'all next time.